Hi, my name is Robert. In this video, I showed the process in which I used to install a backup camera on my daughter's vehicle. This was a Volvo S60 2012 model. She had a dash cam that has a backup camera or reverse camera that came in the kit. That camera has a wire that you can hook up to a reverse light that will switch the camera from a dual view or front view to the rear view. If you hook up that wire, it'll switch it. It'll also give you a grid to your backup direction, so when you're backing up, you can see where the vehicle is located. It is a pretty detailed video. It's going to be a little different for all vehicles. You have to make those decisions and choices, but it's a complete video that shows you how I did it, and at the end shows you how it works. So I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the video or found anything helpful in it, please like the video, share it on your social media channel, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate your support. Hope you found what you're looking for. What's happening, party people? In this video, I'm going to be installing the rear facing camera for this dash cam system, and there's a lot of reasons why you want a dash cam in your car, but anyway, this one has a option for a rear camera. It can be installed in the back window or back here by the license plate, and this is my daughter's S60, so we're going to be putting it back here, I believe, by the license plate. Let's grab it and take a look at it. It will record simultaneously the front camera and the rear camera, but if you hook it up to the reverse light, it will switch the display automatically to the rear camera when you're backing up. Other than that, it'll work with the rear camera all the time. Now you can take this camera and stick it in the back window, or again by the license plate. It's your choice. So here's the camera. It has infrared option. I'm not sure how well it will show through your tinted glass if you stick it on the glass, or if you want it that high where you don't see stuff actually coming close to the bumper. But if you use it close to the bumper, you could back up close to things. So let's see under here where to be the best way to put it on the back of this trunk. Looking at all these other things back here, look like it'll best fit right here. So I will bend this bracket so that it sits properly here, and I'll drill a little hole back here so I can run the cable through there. Should be pretty weatherproof, but I can also put some silicone on there to make it totally weatherproof. So let me get a T25 and drop this down and see how I'll access the rest of running these cables through here. This already has a trim here for the hinge that's open for some reason, so I'll probably run that cable down there and in through the back of the car. Oh man, I don't know what this is. There's something else wired up back here. Backrest release. That'll probably let me fold the seat down. Yep, that'll let me fold the seat down so I can run the stuff up through there. Let me go ahead and drop this and see if I can mount this camera here. So anytime you're going to drill a hole in the outside of your car to pass something through it, you want to make sure that that hole is as small as possible. So you want to take your drill bit case and find the size that this will go through, and it almost goes through the 1/4 inch. It goes through the 5/16 with some slack. So I'm going to take the 1/4 inch and use it and then see if it goes through, and if it doesn't, I'm going to shake the bit a little bit to make the hole a little bigger. But first thing you want to do is pull this down so that you know you're not about to drill through nothing you need. So let's pull this down and see exactly where we want to drill it so that we can hang it. This vehicle had 6 T25s. Now I should be able to pry this down. I'll probably use a bone tool. So let me pull this down carefully, not to mess up any wires or anything that's connected to it. So I put 3 marks on it. I put a mark there for the right screw for the bracket, the left screw for the bracket, and then where the cable is going to go through. These are going to be 2 tiny pilot holes, so I got to find a tiny bit to do that, and then that's going to be the 1/4 inch hole for the cable to go through. So let me drill that one first, but I want to make sure there's nothing on the other side of that. that it'll interfere with, and it doesn't appear that there is. Then that cable will run up through that hole in there to come across and down the hinge. So I got to pull this insulation down so I can run that cable down through the hinge and through the car. I got that hole drill and it wouldn't fit through, so I had to shake the bit in there a little bit to make the hole a little bigger. Now I got to find my tiny bit to drill those pilot holes, because it has 2 tiny screws that are in this packet that will hold that on there. So there's those 2 tiny screws. I got to make sure I got a bit that's small enough to just drill a pilot hole, or I'm gonna try to screw them in there without making any hole at all. So let's see how that works out. The camera is mounted, and man, look how big that hole is. That was just barely big enough to get the connection through there. So I'm gonna fill that up with some silicone caulking. Let me go ahead and secure this panel back on the bottom, since I got the cord up through there, and I should be able to access the cord under this carpet stuff in here. Let me go ahead and secure that back up there. Then I'm gonna try to angle the camera in a way that it will point straight back instead of off to the right. So this bracket is gonna be twisted just a little bit. I think that might be a good setting there. I have the panel resecured, and I'll finish aiming the camera once I get it connected. So let me pull down some of this carpet and run the cord and get it down through here. I'm also gonna set the parking brake, put the reverse lights on, and see if any light shines in here. If so, I'll probably hook the reverse light up to that instead of that. But I don't think there's any bulbs connected to this. I think this is just a decorative piece. Well, that does have reverse bulbs in there, so we'll tap into that to automatically switch the cable when we hit reverse. Pulled out this little panel from the trim, and that reverse bulb is easily accessible. I spliced into that reverse light wire. I put the trim clips back in. I ran the wire down through this hinge, and it's gonna come up here. I don't think it'll get pinched, but let me go ahead and run it through the car and up through the headliner. I'm done back here. So that's how it'll look. And I run the cable up through the roof liner there, through the pillar here, up along the roof liner, all the way back to the back seat. As you can see, both cameras are working. She's gonna put it in reverse and see if that camera takes over the whole screen. Hold the brake, put in reverse. And you got a reverse camera.
Woohoo.
Is it down low enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or should I put it down a little bit more?
I gotta go.
Huh?
I said I gotta go right now.
All right. It just bends. You just bend it down. Okay, just bend it down if you want to go down further. Just don't manhandle it too much. All right, see you later. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Make a comment or question if you need to. And I appreciate your support. Hope you have a great day.